man with a stand versus Dio, that does not sound safe for Dio.
Like, Dio has the world, but I know like, I put WAMU and AC/DC to the side. Cars is gonna get something crazy, bro. He's gonna get something crazy. Like, he's one of those. Like, he's one of those. Greetings, my empire. Drazel here, back with another video, and today we finna watch What If Dio Won. You feel me now? Listen. So, last week I did a video reacting to Dio's strongest form, the World Over Heaven, or Heaven Ascension Dio. I ain't gonna lie, bro was hyping Dio too much. He was hyping up a hater too much. I'm sorry. You feel me? Like, it was crazy. Now, after that, somebody sent me this video saying, what if Dio won? Now, the person who sent me this video on Discord, you're blocked. Can no longer message me no more. It's over. It's over. Like, the gall, the audacity, how dare you? You know Dio's my biggest op, and now you got me thinking, what if he would have won? What if he would have beat Joestar? It's something that's so ridiculous. Like, I can't even think about it, to be honest. I can't. I break my monitors. I break my PC. I do a lot. You feel me? But putting that to the side, let's humor this. Let's say this happened, right? It is an actual interesting topic when you think about it, because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what would that chemical reaction, how would it affect the story? You know, how would it affect other characters like Diablo, Pucci, Kira, this and that and the third? How would it affect those characters? So it actually is an interesting topic, but it's a topic that will never happen. And bro, Joestar, bro. Anyway, before we get into it, you already know I want to ask you to hit the like button, subscribe, join the empire. You already know, helps me out, helps the channel grow. I appreciate the support. And without further ado, let's get in here, bro. Let's see what it's talking about.
Since I want to build a portfolio, ridiculous. I want to get animated on the channel. I'm going to be
talking about, bro?
To the table, because it's one of the many things I get asked to do. What if Dio won? Now, Dio had many battles throughout his life, but we'll be going about the most important ones. And I really wanted to do this because I thought that, hey, I could just do some like minimal storyboarding type stuff, and then maybe I could get it animated down further in the line. Remember to consider subscribing if you've already been on the channel. Helps a lot. And yeah. Now for the first scenario, we're going to the battle where Jonathan and Dio had fought on the castle. The mindset that Dio had during this fight is more cynical and violent compared to his future stuff, to where he's essentially
what was that random GTA clip, bro?
And violent compared to his future stuff.
I guess it was violent, so
just wanting to rule the world. His more nuanced desires don't happen.
But look how he walks,
as he will not be underwater, reflecting on his approach to the world. So Dio wins. The Hamon clan president.
Oh, wait, they're not doing. Oh, they're doing it all the way back here. He's saying, what if he would have won against Jonathan? That's crazy. Damn. Me and Jonathan twin though. Blue. That's twinning them. You know what I mean?
Castle will go down along with Jonathan Joestar and unfortunately Speedwagon. So what's next? Well, Dio should now be pursuing his conquest of power, which realistically should not be that hard considering that he still did it in Stardust Crusaders fairly well. The problem with Phantom Blood Dio is that I imagine we're going to have a lot more zombies than before, but I don't think he'll just be disassembling civilizations by turning people into zombies. When you consider that a zombie created by Dio was able to gain political power in part 2, it'll probably be more on that route more than anything else. While Dio is claiming his territory in the world, he's most likely looking to making himself stronger entirely, since this conquest would predate the mining teams that had found the arrows. Gravity should bring Dio to them about sooner or later. I think.
Oh, I forgot about the gravity. I forgot about. I was thinking in my head, is Dio still gonna get a stand? But wait, no. What? Don't that? Isn't that only a Joestar thing? Because if you saying if he would have killed Jonathan back then, will he still take Jonathan? He has his own body. Or will he still take? I mean, he is a. Come on, bro. You know, Dio want that good Joestar nooch. You feel me? Those good Joestar nutrients. I guess he would still take Jonathan's body. All right.
I think that he would not try to be weak to the sun more than anything, but I think that he'd probably get a stand before he tries to beat the sun, since we saw how well that worked on avoiding the sun.
He would need the stone of Asia.
So sooner or later, he gets a stand. I think it wouldn't take Dio too long to get control of the world and get a stand, but just to make a call to George Joestar II, let's say that he gets it in
I just thought of something crazy.
Since this would predate Diavolo arrows with the mining team and Enya getting the arrow to give to Dio, Dio would probably have to go about testing this on himself or testing them on other people. So after playing as Hawkeye for a bit and making some people into stand users, he'd stab himself, or he can start directly with him. It doesn't really matter.
It's so nasty.
So now we have Dio, stronger than ever at his peak.
No, bruh.
Form.
No.
His conquest is doing amazing, and he has no competition. He won, but what else can he do now?
No competition.
He can try to fix the whole, I'm weak to the sun problem. I'm a vampire. And pursue the answers on how to beat it. Or he'll just enjoy.
Actually, damn, I'm forgetting, bro. Bro, Dio's like, when he said no competition, I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? There's some people still out there who could, like, test him. But they wouldn't even be born right now. Like Diavolo and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay.
But that will be a problem in the near future. Let's quickly cover up both scenarios, at least scenario 2 for right here. If Dio does not attempt his goal, then when the Pillar Men get out, which they will,
the Pillar Men! Why did I completely forget about these niggas, bro? The Pillar Men!
The Redstone of Asia. If Dio was to disperse the arrows to his henchmen,
they might be a problem.
Then there is a large potential factor that the Pillar Men could get stands before they get the Redstone of Asia, and that would help them extremely.
Ooh.
And I know I'm gonna
Cars is going to get a crazy stand.
Wait a minute, Dio has a lot of stand user buddies that would probably be able to help them. Here's my thing. A lot of the stand users that we have grown to know that happened in part 3, the time that the Pillar Men get out, they would either be too young or literally not born at all.
Yeah.
So I think we're good here.
Yeah.
The stand users that Dio would have.
That's what I was
saying.
saying.
To be stand users that we have never seen before for the most part. At least the majority of them. And honestly, I'm a betting man. If Dio was to give out his arrows, which he probably would, again, them guys are gonna get it. And if we're keeping it a stack, all of the 3 Pillar Men with a stand versus Dio, that does not sound safe for Dio.
Like, Dio has the world, but I know like, I put WAMU and ACDC to the side. Cars is gonna get something crazy, bro. he's gonna get something crazy. Like he's one of those. Like he's one of those.
Dio at all. But it does sound in character that he wouldn't be trying to go about fixing his sun weakness. He would probably just like leave it alone, and then when the Pillarmen run up on him, he would be caught lacking. So yes, what I see happening there would be the Pillarmen reclaiming the Earth that Dio had once conquered. Now, if Dio actually tries to find out about how to beat the sun, that's where it gets interesting. And I can use these 3D stuff. This is how I'd set the scene. Dio is in the resting place of the Pillarmen after inspecting the ruins and seeing what looks like to be statues of men. A minion of Dio most likely triggers some sort of trap, which leads into the awakening of the Pillarmen. Dio would most likely be shocked to see this stuff, but still try to communicate with the Pillarmen. He'd preface that, I'm Dio. I'm the greatest thing to ever happen in the earth. And he'd probably go straight to asking about how do I go about defeating the sun. Do y'all know anything about that? I've seen the rules. What's going on here? Because what's the point of asking about who they are? You know, like, because he's not gonna care about who are you, Mr. Pillarman? Like, no, that's not the case. I'm Dio. Cars wouldn't like this because this guy's talking about I'm the
car. Come on, car with the accent like. You talking about like thing like shot it like
no, this is terrible. And AC/DC would probably tell Wamu like, yo, hey, take care of this. So Wamu would try to rush Dio, but this is Dio with a stand now. So I imagine, let's say that he has the world now, so he could easily dodge him and bash him in the head. Wamu isn't dead, but he's just doing that. So after enough pummeling of Wamu, AC/DC would be all like, okay, I'm next. I'm trying to jump in. But Cars would stop him from doing so because he sees he's gauging the situation. He's like, wait, this is not right. So Cars would slowly explain to Dio that to defeat the sun, you need the red stone of Asia with a stone mask with this little slot in it. In this time,
what if Dio with the world and the Age of Stone evolved? He's still losing to Joestar, bro. I'm coming.
Is slowly walking around so that as a team, AC/DC, Wamu, and Cars surround Dio in this triangle formation. And how I'd have Cars finish it up would be something like, but this information doesn't matter to you because you'll never get to it. I'm a YouTuber, not a voice actor, but you get the point.
You're doing good, my boy. You're doing good.
AC/DC and Wamu would lunge full speed into Dio. And Dio would laugh, and it would be something like when he was in the middle of the 20-meter emerald splash. It's like, ha, you fools, you don't know what true power is when you have conviction.
He going crazy. Like he immersed. I'm immersed.
And he monologues for a bit. Dio is who stands at the top. Dio is who is the strongest in the world. Hinjaku. And then he's just stand barraging all three of them. It's just everyone's getting punched. Like, all three of them fly backwards, but they catch themselves before slamming into walls. Like, remember how like Cars was falling down the cliff? He does the same thing.
Yo, that was some fiend shit Cars did, bro.
They're picking up what Dio is putting down. They're picking up what's going on. And since Dio does not have any Hamon, the damage that they're taking is pretty easily to come back from. Dio takes notice of the situation as he is in some sort of uncomfortable situation given the circumstances. He assures them that he is not running away. He's like, oh, no, I'm not running away from you. But instead, I'm going to the Red Stone of Asia since I have it in my possession. It's just not on me because Dio, conquering the world, Dio's gonna have like many riches. Of course, he's not gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna care about what the Red Stone of Asia is. He has to go find it. He stops time one last time, and he disappears. Now,
Said
Dio
he would have it. Doesn't no, because she wouldn't exist. Wait, no, which no. Joseph's mother wouldn't exist, right? Because Jonathan is dead. I don't know. I don't think she would exist, bro. Damn.
Has a lot of important possessions across the world because of the people he controls. Let's really think about this. So it's most likely that he's going to take a bit to find out as to where that he's keeping the redstone of Asia. The Pillarmen are going to be right behind him and searching for it too. Dio is going to send his stand users. The Pillarmen will fight, and they will win against most because consider the time that we're in, most stand users again. We would know in part 3, they wouldn't even be around right now. We can have this huge climatic ending, but Dio is going to get the redstone and become the ultimate life form before Cars could. After becoming the ultimate life form, Dio could make the Pillarmen bow to his power, or he'll kill them.
Yeah.
And considering Cars' power complex, they're just gonna die trying to take him down. Now, when this whole story arc is over, what is Dio doing then? Is he picking up real estate? Is he going to become a therapist? He can mature over time and then pursue the idea of heaven, you know, like in part 6. And then that would trail off into the whole Eyes of Heaven type of story. But we knew so that isn't really.
Oh, that's the game. Bro, where did Dio get the heaven idea from anyway? Because it sort of came out of, I don't, like, where did he get the idea?
Any furthering.
I don't know.
Scenario 2. Dio wipes the Joestar bloodline on that boat. He was still defeated on the castle, but this time he just had better luck on the boat, and everyone got taken care of. Since Dio is going to wait at the bottom of the ocean until the fishermen are supposed to pull him out in 1983, then that means a lot is going to be happening on the overworld, doesn't that? Huh? For one, there's no Joestar lineage to help Speedwagon and the remaining Zeppelis against the Pillarmen. Since that's the case, that means Dio might not even come back since the world would be ran by Ultimate Cars. How is Dio supposed to be fished out of the ocean in 1983 when there's nobody to do it? If Dio was truly to defeat the Joestar bloodline on that ship, he would end up losing in the worst way possible.
Yeah, he would be bumped.
Instead of Cars being pronounced, well, clinically brain dead in space, you would have Dio going the same route, but just in the ocean. That's truly terrifying because, really, what do you know about rolling that far in the deep when your brain...
Wait, what?
I can't do this anymore, man. Now, considering that this scenario is the basis of the JoJo game, Eyes of Heaven, that should be enough, ideally. Especially since this was an original story supervised by Araki, but I've been asked for my input on it for the years. So here's what I think. Dio does pursue Heaven with Pucci, obviously. He becomes Heaven Ascension Dio, but I'd like to change a couple things about his abilities. For one, it's not limited to the world's hands. I think that was a choice made to make sense and give him the ability that's supposed to be beaten, but it's possible to get around that. I would give Dio a radius for his reality manipulation, similar to his time stop. He can still do anything that he wants to, but
wait, so scenario 3, he's talking about the opposite. So he's saying if he would have beat Joestar. Okay. So they are doing it. I mean, we all see. That's why this shit ain't canon. That's why this shit don't exist. But it's fun to toy around with. You feel me?
Is that he can't beat Giorno with it. And aware.
Look at Jolene.
Giorno is Giorno with it.
Why is that Joestar with this? That's crazy. They're about the same age. I guess they playing around with time in this game. So
and aware and well-connected Giorno is required to defeat Dio. What I want is a Joestar barrage beating both Dio and Pucci. But as to get it and how it can make sense, that's the odd part. Because we could just make this scenario end with Dio running up to Italy at the wrong time and Giorno just does in the both of them, but that's nowhere near as fun. So, as a fun but not exactly most practical thing, imagine if they were to go to the coordinates directly into a different universe. And it's the same time as Pucci was supposed to do it originally. You can go to a new moon day at any time, really. Like, just happens frequently. They happen like clockwork. But say that they go when Pucci was supposed to do it because they want him to get made in heaven.
The game look hard.
Like, they just want to steal the other Poochie's made in heaven opportunity. It just so happens that the universe that they went to, you might not like this, that they could steal the universe's Poochie's made in heaven is the same universe where Giorno and Josuke showed up to help defeat Poochie with Jotaro and Jolene. So now there's 2 Poochies and 1 Heaven Ascension Dio. Huge battle, grandiose battle even. But then they all join together to do a whole Joestar barrage to take out everyone. Big ol' happy ending. Dio is stopped. It's a very, very, very short version of Eyes of Heaven. Nowhere near stuff. Our friends aren't brought back, which sucks. That's why I really do suggest, like, the Eyes of Heaven stuff. It made it enjoyable. You get to live a whole different experience, see interactions you never saw before. But like, my ways about it, going about is like, our experience help us mold us into the people that we are now. So instead of like, we just enjoy what had been rather than what could have. That's kind of like my philosophy on how I would design that scene. I don't know, something philosophy and all that. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully I'll see you all on the next one.
Shit.
Until then.
Okay, so basically, I ain't gonna lie, that was good. Like scenario 2, where how he played out the the Dio and Pillarman interaction. That's pretty spot on. That's probably how it would probably happen. Yeah. But it didn't happen, bro. Jotaro beat the shit out of Dio. Come on, bro. Like, and don't even play with Jonathan, too. Because Jonathan, he was just manhandling Dio, bro. Like, that was back then. It was no stands, none of that. Hanakis, hands. And that bullshit. You feel me? Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed, man. If y'all did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, join the Empire. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part. You feel me? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's Empire out. Let me see y'all.
Gotta hold my ground. Smile left and I lost and found. I don't cheese, I'm a walk-in frown. Hey, you up, can you hold me down? Spin it up, cause I know you round. Left phone, what happens now? Been around, look what I got. Back wound and a face on clown. And it's cool. Got a pill for you if you choose to swing that move.